There are over 200 AI tools for creators right now. Most people are using 2 or 3 of them and they're using them badly, jumping between tools with no system, no structure, and no idea how they're supposed to connect. Today, I'm going to show you the 6 layers of the AI creative stack. And once you understand this framework, you know exactly which tool to use, when to use them, and how they all fit together. Here's how this video works. I'm going to break down the 6 layers of the AI creative stack, from the thinking layer all the way up to full automation. For each layer, I'll cover 3 things: what it does, best tools to use right now, and when you'd actually reach for it in a real project. Layer 1. Ideation and prompting. This is the foundation that most people skip, and it's exactly why the output looks generic. The job of this layer is thinking, research, scripting, prompt engineering, and creative direction. Before you generate a single image or video, you need to know what you're making and how to describe it to an AI. This is the difference between someone who types a cool photo of a woman in a city and gets something forgettable versus someone who prompts with lighting direction, lens choice, color palette, mood, and compositional intent and gets something that looks like it came from a professional shoot. Number 1 on the list is Claude. This is my primary tool for this layer. Claude excels at structured thinking, long-form reasoning, and complex prompt engineering. I use it for research, breaking down creative briefs, scripting, building detailed prompts for every other tool in the stack, and mapping out entire content systems. If you're doing anything that requires depth, strategy, long-form content, multi-step workflows, Claude handles it better than any agent out there right now. The second tool in this layer is ChatGPT. This is still very capable, especially with GPT 4.0's multimodal features. It is strong for quick conversational iterations and visual reasoning when you upload reference images. It is good for brainstorming when you want something faster and looser. Every single project. Layer 2. Image generation. This is where your ideas become visuals. The job here is to take a text prompt or reference image and generate a new image from scratch. Hero images, product shots, portraits, concept art, social content, storyboard frames. This is where all of that comes from. The key tools in this layer. Number 1 is Midjourney. Midjourney is still the benchmark for stylized, artistic, commercial quality images. With personalization, it lends your aesthetic preferences over time and lets you generate rough concepts fast before refining. If you need something that looks intentionally crafted, brand campaigns, editorial works, anything with a specific aesthetic, Midjourney is your tool. The next on this list will be Nano Banana Pro and Nano Banana 2. If you haven't been paying attention to these two, start now. Nano Banana Pro produces some of the cleanest, most photorealistic outputs available. Nano Banana 2 pushes the realism even further. For commercial photography, product, portraits, lifestyle imagery, these are competing with and often beyond the established tools. The next tool in this layer would be Xfluid Soul. Soul 2.0 is underrated. It has preset systems for fashion, portrait, and cinematic photography. The standout feature is Soul ID. It loves character consistency across multiple generations. It is critical if you're building a campaign with a recurring face. For realistic AI photography specifically, Soul 2.0 is top tier. If you're either generating your final hero images, creating storyboard frames for pre-production, building product visuals, or creating reference images, which will fit into layer 3. Almost every project touches this layer. Layer 3. Video generation. This is where image stills become cinematic. The main job of this layer is to take a prompt or an image and generate a moving image. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and sometimes longer depending on the platform. You're creating shots that would normally require cameras, locations, actors, and crew, and generating from a text description or a reference image or single frame. Now the key tools in this layer. Number 1 for me is Kling AI. Kling 3.0 is a current leader for quality and control. So what are the big features of Kling 3.0? It comes with native audio generation. The video comes out with synchronized sound baked in, ambient audio, effects, and even dialogues.
I remember you, and I fear it.
The motion control is precise. Subject binding keeps characters visually consistent across multiple shots, which is essential for narrative work. If I'm producing anything commercial or client-facing, I start with Kling. The next tool for me in this layer will be Google Veo 3. Google Veo 3 also recently launched with native audio. The motion is smooth, the physics are improving rapidly, and it handles certain types of natural motion, water, fabric, and organic movement particularly well. The next tool in this layer will be Seedance 2.0. This is ByteDance's model and it's impressive. Just like Kling and Veo, it generates video and audio together in one pass. Dialogue, ambient sound, music, all synchronized from the start. What sets it apart is the multimodal input. You can feed it text, up to 9 reference images, video clips, and audio clips, all in a single generation. It has strong character consistency, realistic physics for complex scenes, and you can regenerate specific sections without starting over. And one tool that I have to sneak into this layer is Xfruit Cinema Studio. This one is different. Most AI video tools are prompt and pray. You type something, it generates, and just hope for the best. Cinema Studio gives you actual filmmaking controls. It runs multiple models through one interface: Kling, Veo, Sora, Seedance, Minimax. You're not logged into one model's strengths and weaknesses. But here's what makes it stand out: real camera and lens profile. 6 professional camera bodies, 11 lenses, focal length control, aperture settings. So instead of opening your shot looks cinematic, you're selecting the specific camera, the lens, and the aperture setting. And on top of that, you have 15 plus camera movement. You can also set the start frame, end frame, and movement, and it generates the transition. If you've ever worked with real cameras and lenses, this will feel familiar. So when to use this layer? First, you have keyframes from layer 2, and you're bringing them here to add motions, basically image to video generation. In the second one, you're generating directly from a prompt for experimental or conceptual work. Either way, this is where static content becomes dynamic. Layer 4, avatars and digital humans. This layer gives you AI-powered people who can speak, present, and perform on camera. The key tools in this layer: Agent. This is the industry standard for avatar video. Agent's Avatar 4 lets you either use high-quality stock avatars or create a digital twin of yourself. You upload training footage, it learns your face and mannerisms, and then you can generate videos of you presenting any script you type. It has a multi-language support with lip sync, expression control, voice selection or integration with clone voices. Beyond basic generation, Agent has Video Agent, automated system for personalized outreach. You can generate hundreds of unique videos addressing people by their names for sales or for onboarding. You can use it in different scenarios: explainer videos, course content where you don't want to film every lesson, faceless YouTube channels with a consistent presenter, multilingual content where you need the same video in 10 different languages, client presentations, and sales outreach. Basically, anywhere you need a human presence at scale without filming yourself every single time. If you want to learn more about the AI creative stack or be in the same room with creatives using this every single day, join my free school community using the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in there. Layer 5, voice and audio. Video without sound is basically useless. This layer handles the sonic dimension of your content. The key tool is ElevenLabs. It has text-to-speech that sounds genuinely human. The voices have natural inflection, pacing, and emotion. It also has voice cloning, which can be done in 2 methods. Async cloning takes a short audio sample and creates a usable clone in seconds. Professional cloning requires more training data, but produces a higher fidelity replica. If you want your avatar to sound exactly like you, this is the way. It also has voice design. You can create entirely new voices from scratch, specify the age, tone, accent, personality. This is useful for character work or brand voices that don't exist yet. ElevenLabs has also expanded into effects generation, voice isolation for cleaning up audio, and even music generation with Eleven Music. We will be covering ElevenLabs as a platform in a separate video. So when do you use this layer? You can use it in voiceovers for video content, narration for long-form pieces, dubbing your content into other languages. ElevenLabs handles the translation and voice preservation, podcast production, cloning your voice so your agent avatar sounds just like you. This layer is what ties the audio-visual production together. Layer 6, automation. This is the layer that separates someone producing one piece of content at a time from someone running a content system. Starting with the most accessible tool in this layer is FreePix Suite. If you're already using FreePix AI Suite, Spaces is built in. It's a visual, node-based workflow builder, an infinite canvas where you connect AI tools together. You can drag in an image generator, connect it to a video generator, connect that to voice or audio, hit run, and it processes the whole chain. If you've never used FreePix Spaces, I have a video explaining just how to create your first workflow. which I will link up here. Standard feature of free spaces is the list node. Instead of generating one image at a time, you feed it a list of 10, 20, 50 prompts, and it batch processes all of them in one go. If you want to create an ad in 10 languages, build the workflow once, feed a list of languages, run it, and you get 10 versions without touching each one manually. That's real automation. The next tool in this layer would be Anyten. This is for when you connect things outside one platform. Anyten is a visual workflow builder, but it connects to everything: Google Sheets, Slack, the CMS, social platforms, AI APIs. Another good thing about Anyten is it integrates with AI models directly. So you can have Claude or GPT nodes inside your workflows, making decisions, generating content, and processing input. But how does this benefit AI creatives? Once you're producing regularly and you start seeing repeating patterns, you notice you're doing the same 12 steps every time you publish. That's a workflow. Start with free spaces if you're already in that ecosystem. Move to Anyten where you need to connect things externally, and use Cloud Code when you need something truly custom. Content factories, client delivery pipelines, repurposing systems. This is how you scale without burning out. So that's the stack, 6 layers. But here's the real point. These layers don't work in isolation. They connect, and the people producing at a high level aren't just good at individual tools. They are good at automation. They understand how to chain these layers together. The mistake most creators make: they learn one tool really well and ignore the rest. They're excellent at Midjourney, but have no idea how to turn those images into high-end videos. Or they're generating a video, but the audio is an afterthought. Or they're doing everything manually without automation. If you want to go deeper into any of this, step-by-step tutorials, advanced workflows, prompt libraries, templates you can actually use, that's what I cover on this channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want more.